And what do you mean by that word mystic? When people listening, whenever they hear a word like myth or mystic, or magic, magic is a word that you use in your book as well. I personally love those words, but for some, ooh, that's a little too scary for me.
I just mean escaping from the limitations of the philosophy that we live under, which is science. Science is wonderful, what it's done for us, but it has also given us a very limited worldview. We can only live a portion of human life if we live what science tells us the way the world is. It's wonderful what they give us, but it's far too limited. So to be a mystic is to reach beyond that kind of a limited world. And I think what happens is that people feel they use the word illuminated, which is a nice word. Illumination is a big word, and especially Christian mystics, they talk about a stage of illumination in their mystical life. It means that they have not that they are enlightened mentally, but they are transformed into beings more of light rather than of ordinary substance. That now we are people who can live at another level and can appreciate that even in this world that is so factual and so material, we can also live. We can be in a way that is beyond that, transcendent. And that quality is different. And it's an important thing. And if all of us could do that, I think we'd have such a sensitivity that we'd be able to get along better.
Yeah, I think you write in your book that you hope that our next age is one of imagination. And so it's not turning our back on postmodernism or science but it is, if I'm understanding you correctly, it is giving magic a shot. Like you wrote, Christmas is about giving Utopia a chance. I love that line. Am I tracking there? Or?
Totally, totally, completely. And all these things relate to each other because utopia, which means the word itself means no place, but that means an other place, another place besides this world we live in. And that would be a world that we can imagine as being one of that is peaceful, where people can get along, where we can each be creative in our own way and not fear extinction from all of the other people around us. Um, that kind of a world, utopian, is very similar to the mystic talking about being illuminated. It's another level of existence that's real and can coexist with a factual one and a scientific one, but it's different. That's all. It's just different, and it gives us something that is that is very important for human beings to be nourished on the experience we have when we have a mystical uh, life. So I think that Christmas can lead us in that right direction. If we can have one day of the year where it's Christmas, and we understand that giving gifts is a way of being economical, we can have an economy among human beings by gift giving, then we could also have every day of the year have some of uh, uh, those sort of unreal values.